Kurumjay, a very good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. And I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. MLA Lokeshwar warns contractor and officials of legal action if steps not taken to repair substandard road construction from Sawongbung to Sagolmang via Kaibi within a week. 6 students' organizations including MSF, Desam, KSA, Suk and AIMS organized mass rally demanding fully functional diet center in Jiribam district. Vehicular movement along National Highway 37 at Awangkul restored after 2 major landslides blocked the route since last night. And MLA Thongam Shanti urges politicians to refrain from making misleading statements to displaced persons at relief camps for political gains. And now to top stories. Kundrakpam Constituency MLA Thokchom Lokeshwar has warned of seeking legal action over the substandard road construction from Sawongbung to Sagolmang Bazaar via Kaibi Road in case the contractor and chief engineer concerned fail to reconstruct or rehabilitate it within a week. Speaking to reporters on the sidelines of inspecting the road section today, the MLA decried the poor quality of the road, which was constructed with the estimate value of 22 crore 25 lakhs 36,682 rupees under Rural Infrastructure Development Fund. He alleged that the road section has several cracks on the middle portion that subsequently led to water seepage. Accusing the government of constructing the road by skipping necessary processes like floating e-tender, Lokeshwar asserted that the road has visual signs of not complying with the established standards. Continuing that it was an open case of daylight robbery, the MLA added that he will raise the matter to State Assembly as well.
Road that like that, Hona, Sagun to Wanga Machinadi, Masai quality little Sabuanga Machinadi, sing the Dicari Tongani, when was the Mazaga Tongani, PM 50 mm, water Yose, Adoga, SDCM and a quickie, semi dense, Macadam concrete, and I do not invent to tell you in Honda. I don't quite down Lamaic and Yawan, water bucket and not another Taminavina, but I get one the Mika, one to Ragadis, Hana, Sahi Kuntani, put off one palato, the Lambi, Hama Park, and be said, put some in the Paisi, my young president, one every European David, that we put some policy. Don't you picture it on the Town, Gentleman Badu, should have passed Tamal Sagunto, did it, we don't have everyone ever. Marie Lenmo told this engineer. At least ang ay padana masya tubi mo na inquiry me sa thabira ka na expert kauraga mo ki em kem lebni aduna ko biraga chummi or lal hai to la laga na kara hai lali chumna kara ga chummi khado biraga ri nau na padana fresh na to view hai na ina mari le mo thorti hai da honorable governor am honorable secretary then was commissioner ingina da ina pil.
Meanwhile, a villager of Hidrom village decried that the road was constructed without adhering to the established standards despite strong opposition from the locals. He added that certain portions of the road section were initially skipped at the time of construction after the villagers flagged its poor quality.
Paka Lobuji, Lambizi Sana, Simbirakravina, Pakazi, Pazana Lohanjana, Yam Pazana Magi, Katara to Suna Taujan, Harvagi Damata, Akwagi Natum Jinchian, Shikalam Jivoka, Lagasakivan, Pakazi. Habigi, Akwajale Horani, no Tara, the Taujan or no Lake. Adu Akomada, Lambizi Tavatar, and it might be the Shikan was the concept of Nina. Akwai the Tongama Pressure Lakreva, Hajandana. Showing it when I won't get on the gates of the with Rome the Lambizi thing with the gay. Akwai lambi shemoi dore haibagi mai be natra kalaki silila kharna akwai da harak padigi masidi khanaraga akwai masidi than garji akwai ne shema ningmu ba kaido kharga shemal laga chakhibne ba ka da niyom chumna lobirama ba kanga ga phajana thabak tawragadi si thoi ba maduni matam da akwai lambi sigi line da akwai na khangpudagi hantak lambi pa ku se koi rauje niyom chumna hindi yo hajar hudu da shemena laire hujingna mug lambi je kai ba hore aduna masidi ngasa khoi honorable na habi ba dumana matam chana yengjambirga fajana sembiyo habis da khoi mayam masigi damakta chap chana lepchagani aduna amon engineer na yengbiraga masi cheman biu.
6 students' organizations, including MSF, DESAM, KSA, SUK, and AIMS, organized a mass rally demanding a fully functional diet center in Jiribam district. The rally started from Jiribam Higher Secondary School and carried out till Treasury Office. Students who took part in the mass rally held placards that read, "Diet for Jiribam, a fundamental right, and education is a key. Unclog Jiribam's potential with diet." Speaking on the sidelines, President of KSA, K. Somorjit, condemned the inaction of Governor, Chief Secretary, Education Director and officials of various departments on failing to act on their demand of a full-fledged diet center in Jiribam district. He also condemned the admission notice issued by Director of Directorate of State Council of Education Research and Training, A. Rommel, yesterday, as it overlooked the demand of 6 students' bodies. Speaking further, Somorjit also warned to intensify the agitation if government fails to address their demand for a diet center in Jiribam district.
Deputy Commissioner Jiribam ki khuthang da Governor amadi Chief Secretary Director SCRT da memorandum of Duna Jiribam da thubu matam da diet center ama thambiu amadi chaliba season asidagi diet center asi mathau tawonbiu haiduna haijabasu ngasi bawa tasang usinadana laibagi thawong asi Jiribam da laiba mayolu mangana akan momong da condemn tawi loinana haiba demand asibu thawoi sitabagi mowong amagum Director SCRT A Roman Singna admission ki notice ama thado ki badu busu Jiribam da laiba mayolu mangana akan momong da condemn tawi Jiribam da diet center ama pi bawa Jiribam da laiba mayolu mangana akan momong da khongjang changjan nabagi damakta sem saduna asi su lairi haiba wafam asi thamjari.
Vehicular movement along National Highway number 37 at Awangkhul was restored today around 11:30 a.m. after 2 major landslides had blocked the route since last night. The first round of debris was cleared early in the morning, allowing temporary passes. However, a brief spell of rain triggered a fresh mudslide, once again halting traffic. With continuous efforts by the construction company, the debris was finally cleared by late morning and traffic resumed. Authorities have warned that more landslides or mudslides may occur if heavy rains continue. Noni District Police team promptly reached the site and provided assistance in traffic control and public safety. In an humanitarian effort, the Awangkhul Village Authority, Kunbu and Kulak units, Assumption Catholic Church and the Awangkhul Youth Club jointly arranged food, shelter and phone charging facilities for stranded passengers from both directions. Stranded travelers expressed gratitude to the local people and civil society organizations for their timely support and warm hospitality during the crisis. On the other hand, a mudslide triggered by continuous rainfall has blocked Tipaimuk Road National Highway 102 at 2 different locations in Churachandpur district, severely affecting transport and connectivity in the region. The worst affected area is between Shanting and Saihum villages, where huge volumes of mud and debris have cut off the road completely. According to local sources, the repair and clearance work may take several days or even up to a week, depending upon the weather conditions. Tipaimuk Road is a vital route for the people of Churachandpur district, as it serves as an important link between Manipur and Mizoram. The current roadblock has caused hardships for commuters, transporters and villagers who rely on the road for essential supplies and communication. MLA Thongam Shanti handed over Shanti Mandap, located at Moirang Pansang Laikai, to locals today after renovation. The structure, which has been overlooked for years, was renovated by equipping it with tile floors and repairing other portions using funds from his local area development fund. Speaking at the inaugural function, the MLA lauded the concerted efforts of the locals and women folk in materializing the renovation work. He further appealed to the people in his constituency to strive together to take Moirang constituency forward, accusing certain political leaders of making impulsive statements on the hardships endured by the IDPs taking shelter at relief camps for their political gain. Shanti added that their statements undermine the efforts made by CSOs and local clubs since the onset of the crisis in the state. On the other hand, Hemam Inau lauded the MLA for taking off many significant developmental works in Moirang constituency. Political Affairs Committee, NPP, Moirang Block Chairman S. Kumar, Chief Advisor Y. Madhu and several elderly people also attended the function as main dignitaries. Internally displaced persons who are currently residing at Sawungbung Relief Camp continue to wait for their chance to return home. On the other hand, the road leading to their relief camp has become worse due to the rainy season. In view of the pathetic condition, residents of the relief camp, members of Sawungbung Club and political activists Sapam Kanglipal came together to fix the road stretch, which is being frequented by children and adults alike on daily basis. Speaking on the sidelines, political activist Sapam Kanglipal clarified that the decision to fix the road was taken in the interest of internally displaced persons of the relief camp. Speaking further, Sapam Kanglipal asserted that candidates who assume that people's vote can be bought with money are actually insulting the people of Lamlai constituency. On the other hand, convener of Sawungbung Relief Camp, W.B. Rain, thanked Sapam Kanglipal for providing materials to fix the dilapidated road stretch. He urged the relevant authority to provide more assistance to maintain the important road which connects the relief camp with Sawungbung SDO and Sawungbung FCI.
Sangezu Sanjarasanu Wages Wazarano, Huntuamaga, Marika is the no matabo blackaba, Kamnapopi, Gualtabiki, Puno Leriba, Yang Kopi, Santi Kumbal, Sanasabi, Rechono River Mamji, no Kungulta Vira the Mamjida, Hayang Botimatum York and the Shen, later Kani guy, the Kaliga, Muktana Leriba, Missing that, Masi, Ladybug Club Sing, made up by Biggie. Ladybug Mamna, Wakamuna Kandabu, Apoy Moisa, social boycott, Taugra, Tauro, Dragaja, Ladybug Club Kitchen Housing, Village Development Committees in Aduga, made up by Biggie Mass in the Masak, Kandavamatum Joey, and I Kanday.
General Officer Commanding-in-Chief GOC-in-C of Eastern Command, Lieutenant General Ram Chandar Tiwari, along with COC Spear Corps Lieutenant General Abhijit S. Pandakar and Inspector General Assam Rifles South, Major General Ranroop Singh, called on Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla at Raj Bhavan today. During the meeting, the GOC-in-C briefed the Governor on security preparedness and arrangements being made for smooth conduct of upcoming 134th Durand Cup 2025. The Governor was also apprised of the current security situation in Manipur as well as overall security environment in the northeastern region. Meanwhile, the Governor also chaired the General Council meeting of Manipur State Kala Academy at Raj Bhavan. The meeting deliberated on various administrative and developmental matters of Academy, including formation of standing committees. Discussions also focus on initiatives to promote art, culture and literature not only within Manipur but also across India and globally. Lamlai MLA K.H. Ibomcha today inspected 2 water supply projects which are under construction at Lamlai constituency. The MLA took stock of the ongoing work of urban water supply scheme at Lamlai Hill and the bore well construction work at Sejang Kurailai Maching. Chairperson of Telho Chana Sejang Gram Panchayat Administrative Committee, Waikom Dhananjoy, EE of PHED Imphal East Division, TH Broden, JEW Rishikesh, AEL Bisorjit, AE and Upain also accompanied the MLA during the inspection visit. On the other hand, residents of Lamlai and Sejang have expressed satisfaction on the commitment shown by MLA Ibomcha. Roads including the state highways, national highways, inter-village roads have been in a deplorable condition in the past few months as multiple potholes have developed every few meters. The arrival of rainy season has also contributed to the poor condition of road in the state. Major roads connecting to Imphal city have deteriorated in the past few months, leaving commuters helpless as they are made to deal with potholes and thus on daily basis. In the Imphal city, bad roads are visible in and around Khwaramban Kaithel, which is the major market hub in the state. Not only the road leading to major hospitals have also developed various potholes and broken patches at multiple places, creating risk to both commuters and pedestrians. Here is a report from SKTV reporters who visited various locations where people have been facing inconveniences due to the poor road conditions.
Nuaidre, do what the high canadre. Why brum spoon, but not no pilot, the gram same vidre. See the gari puta and a cotton no during 8 away door. No cause I salame, no to rare, like home matter to air. Nusa put matangare, look on common top of hungry. See Marilena, when I do, I'm the yanks and vidre, you want high kendra, Digao kendra. Kendra Niki Milena swinging vidre, Positi, Lambi Patavanami, La Cotalena, Congaim, Baraji, Imongi Pushanda Zubaraji, Hundea, the Mina, Poina Tete Kagano Magi, Gizimanga, Kun to my own Zavazina Baragi, Hundea, the Mina Hule, Imung the Ikan Canadre. Man Bubagari, Chakatara, Panba, Muigarigador. Adam Neshi Hazalizi, Adam Kanam the Ying Bira de Chembi de Shining a Katu Chembi at Chemano.
Special Judge of ND and PS Court Manipur, Mona Lisa Maibam, convicted Lukhongam Haukip under Section 21C of the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances NDPS Act for possession of commercial quantity of contraband substances. The sentence hearing has been fixed for July 23rd. According to reports, the incident took place on October 15, 2022 near Pukhao, Terapur, close to Dolai Thabi Dam. A team of police personnel from Narcotics and Affairs of Border Police Station was conducting a routine checking when they stopped the accused, Lunkoham Haukip, who was riding Suzuki Axis 125 scooter. Upon questioning, the accused admitted that he was there to deliver a consignment of illegal drugs. Despite attempts to bring civilian witnesses for the search, none cooperated. A search of the vehicle led to recovery of 4 packets of brown sugar weighing 2.040 kilograms concealed inside the toolbox. The police immediately seized the contraband along with his mobile phone and the vehicle. Later, the seized substances were sent to the Forensic Science Laboratory at Pangai, which confirmed that the substance was indeed brown sugar. Special Judge NDPS Mona Lisa Maibam declared that the prosecution had successfully proven the case beyond reasonable doubt. The court stated that the accused was found in unauthorized possession of a commercial quantity of contraband with no license or legal authority. The court also ordered confiscation of the scooter used in the crime and directed the authorities to dispose of the seized drugs according to the law. Thado Students Association TSA has submitted a representation to Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla seeking his intervention on the pendency of reinstating 2 ZEOs despite quashing their suspension order issued against them for their alleged involvement in giving NOC for affiliation of some schools in Kangpokpi and Churachandpur district to CBSE. According to the TSA's memorandum, ZEO Churachandpur, Zangkohao Haukip and Kangpokpi ZEO, Lingtingneng Singset signed the NOC under the pressure of certain elected representatives, CSOs and student bodies adding that the duo had already submitted a written apology to the government of Manipur in this regard, asserting that the Manipur High Court squashed the suspension order issued against the two ZEOs after they approached the same court. TSA decried that the duo have not been reinstated that even after 2 months of issuing the quash order, while noting that the failure to reinstate the ZEOs is a blunder of the administration that can be considered contempt of court. The students' organization added that the suspension order issued against the ZEOs on January 1st, 2024 had already lapsed, as no further recommendation was made for extending their suspension even after the completion of 90 days. The memorandum then urged the governor to reinstate the ZEOs to their offices and entitle them their deserving benefits as per the court's directives. Students' Union of Biramangol College Sawongbong has expressed gratitude to Principal Secretary Commissioner of Directorate of University, Higher and Technical Education for appointing a regular principal for the college, responding to the demand of the Students' Union. Students have been protesting since June 23rd, demanding a regular principal for the college and also to initiate inquiry on former principal Dr. O. Premila and coordinator of IQAC Dr. S. Rajesh on the charge of misappropriation of fund. In a press note, General Secretary of Biramangol College Students' Union, Mukesh Mangang Nakpirakpam, expressed confidence on the relevant authority to initiate inquiry on alleged misappropriation of fund. The water at Copam Dam have receded after it wreaked havoc at low-lying areas in Copam Valley under Nonate district on July 15 and 16. Many paddy fields are still inundated, while other paddy fields have been submerged by flood debris, including sand and gravels, leaving farmers in the area under risk of heavy crop loss and possible looming threat of poor harvest this season. SKTV brings you a report in the aftermath of the flash flood. Let's take a look.
Tha sigi hokiba tang tara manga amasung tang tara truki lona ba hingdagi None district ki manung sana Khopum tampak ta leiba Khopum dam dagi sapu kana sentharak pa ising na marmoiduna tampak asigi mafam ayambada ising na thumjinduna isaw thokibadu ngasi phibam khara khajik fagalaklabasu ayamba mafam singda ising thumjinduna leiri lawfam kya mang taklaba yabagi phibam da leirai Khopum tampak dagi gaithuiliang rongmai kauba khunja amana SKTV da phongdor khibada ngarang July gi tang tara turukta ising isaw gi phibam yamna sathina leiramba adu ngasi khara khajik phibam fagalakpa uki adumainama Khopum tampak asigi mayol oiriba jaga singda leiriba mafam singdi adumak ising thumjinduna chawna khudong chadaba mayoknari tampak asigi sadudai togdai jang hariba mafam singasida ising thumjinduna adumak leiri duithong amasung lauba hariba mafam singasidasu chawna ising thumjinduna lau kaya manglaba yabagi phibam da leire damdagi sentharakpa akanba isingna sentharakpa laikhom lainang singna Ningthina lau palaba laufam singda hajinduna laufam kya mang takpagi phibam da leire hairi kum amagi lau panba matamda khara khajik ngangkhana Khopum tampak asi lau panba matamni phau pambina phit amadagina ani phauba wanglaba matam asida lau pengba amasung sembagi matam oirakpana maram oirakanda oriba phibam asina chawnu khudong sadaba mayoknare hairi adumoinamak ngarangi thodok aduda yum kya isingna thumjin kibadu khara makai hanthagarabasu ayama mafam singda ising tungsinduna dum leibagi phibam mayoknari kunja singna makhoi gi tangai fadana sangba polam sing pausing sing sa phagadaba mafam singda hondoknaki dam asidagi senthorokpa ising ngarangi oikiba sapu adudagi khara hantharabasu hojiksu damgi isingi imai adumak wangna leiri hairi
hojiksi akhoi sadudaiga tadaijang ani marakpadi isingsi adum leiri
labuksing
adum hoi isingsi adum leiri akhoi si law hojik matamsi akhoi Khopumsi karangana law thabaneba law lingmase hojiksi akhoi napi phengma matam oye aduna lawsi hojiksi foot ama ani gumadi haureba akhoi na law lingmase asisi duithwang haina ama leye asi mafamsi di pura dam gi mowang da adum leiri
hojik hari se saigi Khopum gi bazar masam leido
hoi Khopum bazar gi makha
thangba somnakan waterfall om chatpa somnakan oiduni ko
hoi waterfall hoji aina leibisi waterfall site leire waterfall yoram daida kano makada su pura dam gi mong da leri adu Copam Valley akhoi Copam gi center Valley du gi center jaga se pura dam gi mong da leri hojik so
adudi akhoi gi yumjing jo ya madam ising thumjalaga leibado leire aduga akhoi gi khunja jing dudi karai da kamai toroga lei
hojik si yum mak thumba mak ti later ja ngarang do loina shift tobo yaba yum da nung acho gumba laksingba leiba yadadana phau thampham se adugumba da loina ising changbudu da phau si loina hondo aga mafam amada side toraga mayam di leire
yum dadi changba yadu khara zum yauri bako
hoi yum changba yadaba khara leiri hojik so aduga main sina sigi dam mathaka ting hill range foot hills kana ba mayam se asonda leiba low mayam sidi pura kenona erosion lakpodo maduduna low magi haibasi khangoroi boundary se
hoi thumjala
adugi monga leire
hajala leibaje
hoi lengang loina keno hajala leibudu da phausu udre tahi ama ani di lo uba yadaba gi chance leire kanagum paisa paiba keno duna JCB na kotlaga paisa yam thadaraga di next year gumba di yai handakti yar
hoi aduga da dam gi ising je hujik wangna dum leiribra adugi ngarang senthorokodo site yama nakan yam kana ising senthoroi dana hoi adu ju dum kamai tori khra tapthabra
adu khra budi hanthare adubu yamna keno oibdi natri dam gi machinda ising yamna chatpado adum mak pudi oidre khra budi hanthai adum challi
dam da dum ising dum wangna dum leiri ko giseda
hoi yam wangna leiri dam gi di
And now before we move on to other news, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Sri Sri Gaurachandra Nam Purubasramda Aikhoi Khwaibu Konbirambi Moirang Themningol Ningthogjam Ongbi Sudhamai Devina Mahakki Nungsijaraba Imung Manung Sagainatai Marup Mapang Khwai Punamakpu Thadoklamlaga Haukiba Tang 13 Tha 8 Lisingani Kunmanga Ing Ingengi 13 Panba Irai Numita Sri Gurugi Kripadagi Ves Olaga Sri Chaitanya Sanatan Dasi Haiba Nam Phangjaduna Vrindavan Prapti Oikhrei Lakliba Tang 13 Tha 8 Lisingani Kunmanga Ing Ingengi Kunmathoi Nipanba Yumsa Numita Asti Sanchoy Lakhacharaga Tang Kunmari Tha 8 Lisingani Kunmanga Ing Ingengi Kuntrani Panba Sagol Senumita Chira Usabdin Thoklei Numit Ashida Leikidrabigi Atma Santigidamak Ngamjaba Bastu Kharadang Sri Sri Gaurachandra Mahaprabhugi Agrahada Hari Sankritan Galoinina Kachagadauri Ufolashashida Brahman Vaishnav Ahalaman Marubapangmadi Essential Khwai Kibigna Matam Sana Lengbirektuna Harinam Shravan Taubiranaba Patrana Nimantran Kachari Hajiriba Singh Hauroksam Anil Mayanupa Ningthogjam Sobharani Masanupi Ningthogjam Ningol Indubala Devi Masanupi Ningthogjam Ningol Bedavati Devi Masanupi Ningthogjam Ningol Sarda Devi Masanupi Ningthogjam Ningol Saroja Devi Masanupi Ningthogjam Ningol Babita Devi Masanupi Hauroksam Yaiphabi Masunupi Hauroksam Panthoi Masunupi Hauroksam Heron Masunupa Thauram Pareng Ayuk Pung Mapan Vek Katpa Nungtil Pung Baro Makai Sankritan Hauba Mafam Kaisamthong Thangjam Leirak Panthoi Bisanglen Manak
Hadag Lakaturiba July ki tang tara ka nipan sta Awal District Chamber of Commerce and Industries na sindana netfi masung shiroi ki collaboration galwani na pangthok ka doriba anirak suba business summit na sita singnamak Manipur gumba summit londa khachitang chawkhat pa ta thinda horaba lamdam sigi na di yamna achauba inot ama piba ngamgataba business summit ne hena Hamzage, Nasimak Malayamda, Sakale Hariba, Lamdam Laiba, region, state, Ama Hecting Yangumatamda, Sakali say entrepreneurs, startup, industrialists, Mayam Singsigi, Achauba contribution, Amana, Ohen Bani Hena Hamzage.
Jahinifu hena babina haiba maming asina anala yengilamda thazaba quality leiba amadi checksin na honabagi kudam oiduna lakli
diagnostic tagi horaga multi speciality hospital amadi cancer care fawbada Babina na mangjil thaduna lakpi.
Hojik amuk makhata na changsilaktuna mayamgi mafamda khudol tamjari Babina Institute of Nursing Manipur Nursing Council nasu recognize tawraba.
Matam ga chunarba classroom advanced lab sing leijari.
Babina Multi Specialty Hospital amadi AOI Babina Specialty Hospital da clinical training fangbiu.
Expert faculty nupa amasung nupi gi tokhai ba hostel sel yamna changdana.
Babina Hospital amadi khongbu oiriba institute sing da thabak tawbagi khudong jaba su pizari.
Hojik admission hojare suknatagi sit nipu khaktani ahan balak bada khudong saba pijagani.
Babina Institute of Nursing Nurturing Care Inspiring Growth.
Sajiwa Zel Road Khabai Soi Imphal East.
Welcome back. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Tribal Youth Council Manipur, in short TYCM, General Headquarters, has decided to conduct village-level voluntary survey, in short VLVS, across all the tribal villages in Manipur as part of its initiative to address developmental issues in tribal areas. The resolution was taken during an emergency meeting of Central Executive Council CEC of TYCM held today. According to TYCM, the survey will cover various sectors related to 30 different government departments. The data will be collected in a prescribed format and must be authenticated by the respective village headman, chairman or chief before submission to the TYCM office or the concerned district VLVS coordinator. TYCM stated that the survey data will be compiled and submitted to the state government for necessary action, ensuring that developmental activities are taken up in the areas found lacking in basic infrastructure and services. The Council believes that this initiative will provide an accurate database for future policy planning and developmental intervention in tribal villages. TYCM has appealed to all the village authorities and civil society organizations to extend their cooperation for the smooth and successful conduct of the VLVS. As informed by TYCM Media and Information Department, the data for the date of commencement of survey will be notified soon by the CEC. Seizure Academy Manipur and Manipuri Department, Manipur University, organized a literary forum on critical assessment on contemporary Manipuri poetry 2000 to 2020 at the auditorium of Manipuri Department today. The inaugural function of the literary forum was graced by Manipur University Vice Chancellor N. Lokendra and Head of Manipuri Department L. Birjita as the main dignitaries. Delivering introductory speech, Rajan Toijamba, convener Manipuri Advisory Board, Seizure Academy expressed belief that the literary forum will act as an artistic platform for discussing the changing dynamics of Manipuri literature, society, political status and the challenging role of women. In the first session, which was chaired by former Dean, School of Humanities, Nahakpam Aruna, several resource persons including Wahingbam Kumari, Naurim Sanatomba, Naurim Ahanjao and Longjam Anand spoke in length on topics related to the works of several Manipuri poets and Manipuri poetry. Dhanamandri University, DMUA Manipur released its first volume of newsletter during a function that was held at Conference Hall of Dhanamandri University of Arts. Speaking in the program, Vice Chancellor of Dhanamandri University, Professor W. Chan Babu said, DM University has produced most number of students in the state and the commendable work taken up by all departments of the university in the past few years will get highlighted in the newsletter which was released today. The biannual newsletter will help in highlighting the work of DM University in the field of education. Dean Professor of DMU Student Welfare, T.H. Rabikanta, Dean Professor of DMU School of Humanities, S. Lanchendra Mete, along with staffs and students, graced the program.
We have started our journey for the publication of various things. One is a newsletter. The first step we have taken up. In the pipeline, we are in the process of introducing 4 more international level journals of the university. It is in the pipeline, and sooner or later, this will also be realized. So this newsletter which we have released today, it is a document, it is a mirror. And this is what we are going to prove to the society, that our university is also doing lots of activities. From this year onwards, for the publication division of this newsletter, university will allocate a special budget fund for this purpose. At least 50,000 rupees we will allocate for the newsletter from this year onwards. And this is what we are planning.
Road construction work has finally commenced at the road located along Tarang riverbank, which connects with Kakching Kuno Bazaar. The work was initiated after the intervention of Sugnu MLA K. Ranjit. The road stretch in Kakching district was in a pathetic condition after it was abandoned unrepaired following construction of a retaining wall along the adjoining river last year. Locals had raised the matter to relevant authority. However, it fell on deaf ears. Later, MLA Ranjit consulted Water Resource Department after the matter was brought to him by locals, and the construction work at the crucial road stretch has finally begun. Saina Institute of Medical Sciences MD Dr. S. Kumar has announced reservation of free 5 seats each for IDP students and poor families in the enrollment of students for various medical courses at the institute. Addressing a press meet held today at the institute located at Yaralpad, Kumar asserted that the opportunities was offered in consideration of IDPs and those belonging to poor family who are earning to pursue the courses. He added that some seats are also reserved for orphans. Continuing that the offer will be given from this academic session, Kumar informed that deserving students will be selected for the free seats by conducting entrance tests.
Manipur da sothariba mayamsi khada oisu mengatpa ngamjagadra haina 10 12 ti pass ojraba do makhata na tambo ngamjaba singto entrance test samtang yaupiraga tang kunga mari da khoi home submission last submission ojagani tang kunga tareta haiba course khudimaki category khaido kan entrance test sam to kan selection to kan khalak permission do khoi China Institute of Medical Sciences da lupa ama pho yaudana khoi admission to halakana moi kaman dage haina press conference to jaba selection chi phangokre na khala su ko khoi na magi mark ni matung percentage ki matung na 50% da 40% da ko du chance bu yoraba admission je khoi full payment to hol percentage khara khaido kan ko du taman ne
Gallery of First Nupilal, Archaeological Fossils Installation and Photographic Archive Expansion of Anglo-Manipuri War 1891 was unveiled today at Central Museum Department, Manipur University. Speaking at the unveiling function, MU Vice-Chancellor N. Lokendra emphasized the importance of Nupilal while expressing belief that the archive will go a long way in revealing the details of the historical event to the younger generations. He also praised the students who collected historical accounts and documented related to significant historical events of the state.
University, State University, Central University, administrative areas in the museum Indian system ministry archaeological marks material culture finally Honorable Prime Minister Manila, because it Bharat, Chopper Bharat, one of the Sindha, and the top of
Proscribed Socialist Revolutionary Party Sorepa Kanglepak has strongly condemned the drone attack, which was allegedly carried out by Indian security forces at combined camp of NSCN, GPRN, RPF, PLA and Alpha 1 inside Myanmar on July 13. In the press note that was issued by Publicity and Organization Secretary MC Yaifabi, Sorepa also condoled the demise of Lieutenant General of Alpha Independent Nayan Asom, Brigadier Ganesh Asom and Dikendra, and also asserted that their sacrifice will set a remarkable example to future generations of Asia. In the press note, Sorepa also urged people to get inspired from the martyr comrades of Alpha I and carry forward the revolution against the neo-colonialism of India. Sorepa further extended solidarity to Alpha I on the loss. Now moving on to national news. In a major breakthrough, Tripura police has seized a massive consignment of Yaba tablets worth around 40 crore rupees in two separate operations conducted in Taliamura of Kowai district and Agartala in West district. Two suspected drug traffickers were also arrested in connection with the drug bust. The seizure was made during a routine check near Ambassa when an auto rickshaw was stopped and checked. The police team led by Sub-Inspector Tantasai Riang discovered 10 cartons concealed inside the driver's seat. Each carton held 5 boxes containing packets of Yaba tablets. The police booked the auto rickshaw driver Bikas Deb and his accomplice Suman Mazumdar under Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances NDPS Act. The Yaba tablets are suspected to have been smuggled from Myanmar. On the other hand, a team of Assam Rifles and Tripura police intercepted a truck at Kayepur in West Tripura district, and during the search, 3 lakh Yaba tablets were found from the vehicle. The seized narcotic items have been handed over to Directorate of Revenue Intelligence for further investigations. An Indigo flight en route to Imphal was forced to return to Delhi shortly after takeoff due to a minor technical issue today. Flight 6E5118, which departed from Indira Gandhi International Airport for Imphal, experienced a technical snag shortly into the journey. As a precautionary measure, the pilots opted to turn back and landed the aircraft safely in Delhi again. According to Indigo spokesperson, the aircraft underwent necessary checks and resumed the journey shortly thereafter. No injuries were reported and passengers were provided assistance during the delay. However, the airline has not disclosed the specific nature of the technical issue. Earlier, an Indigo flight en route from Delhi to Goa was also diverted to Mumbai on Wednesday after a technical snag was detected mid-air. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. MLA Lokeshwar warns contractor and officials of legal action if steps not taken to repair substandard road construction from Saungbung to Sagolmang via Kaibi Bazaar within a week. 6 students' organizations including MSF, DESAM, KSA, SUK and AIMS organized mass rally demanding fully functional diet center in Jiribam district. Vehicular movement along National Highway number 37 at Awankul restored after 2 major landslides blocked the route since last night. And MLA Thongam Shanti urges politicians to refrain from making misleading statements to displaced persons at relief camps for political gains. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, good night.